The knowledge I've been provided in the Intro to Indigenous Studies course has been very life-changing. It made me realize that Canada has a past that we don't know a lot about, and Canada has a lot to do to move forward and to be better as a country and to be better to our Indigenous population. We learned a lot about their way of life, their traditions, how important the earth is to them, and how every person is connected. And it's stuff that I've never even thought about before. My experience with Bear Standing Tall and Red Medicine Women changed my life. It's one thing to read about something or to have a professor talk to you about it or to watch a video, but to have an Indigenous person come in front of your face and tell you about the trauma that they face, and you can see the emotion and the impact that it has on them, and they're people who are leaders in their community, and to still know that even though they're supposed to be the strongest people and the people that their community depends on, to know that it still impacts them, it really hits home that there's a lot that still needs to be done. My experience with the smudging ceremony was very different. It's not just lighting the sage, and there's so many things you have to put it over your heart, put it over your eyes, and it all has different meanings, and the stuff that goes into preparing it, and the songs that go in, and you could really tell, especially with the speakers that came in, so Bear Standing Tall, Red Medicine Women, that they had so much connection to it, and the ceremony meant a lot, and it was kind of breathtaking and amazing to know that they let us be a part of that, because I know it's such a big part of their community and not everyone gets a chance to experience it. So I felt really privileged to be able to see their ceremonies and see how it's such a part of their way of life. I feel that this Indigenous Studies course 100% should be required learning. It's part of our history, and it's something that not a lot of people know, and a lot of people, even myself, prior to taking this course, had a lot of misconceptions about the Indigenous community, and it should be taught. It should be taught in university. I feel like it should be taught in high school, it should be taught in elementary school, obviously catered to the age group that you're dealing with, but it's the information that should be out there. This course is definitely more felt than taught. I left, I'm going to say every class probably except for one, crying, and not just because I'm an emotional person, but because the information that's being told to you is so impactful and so life-changing. You're feeling everything that's happening to you. You're hearing it, but it's also impacting your heart, not just your brain. You're not just retaining knowledge, so it's definitely felt more than it is taught. So I think a message that I would take away is that there's so much more that can be done, and as a group of people, especially people who aren't Indigenous, who have the numbers of people and the power to move a message forward, that we need to be the ones standing up for the Indigenous community and sharing their grievances if we're going to make sure that they're taken care of and that our country can just move forward.